Hi, my name's Liam and I'm a physio from Premier Sports and Spinal Medicine, and today I'm going to have a chat to you about knee pain in runners. Okay, so knee pain is a major injury complaint from beginner and intermediate runners, especially when starting out their running program. So the main three reasons people get knee pain when running is because of increased capacity in their running, history of running injuries, and the technique itself. Okay, so the main things we're going to be talking about today in terms of technique will be overstriding, so that's taking nice long steps when you're running, vertical oscillation, which is being quite bouncy down the track, and the last one being a decreased leg stiffness in your stance. Okay, so that's someone who runs quite low. We're going to go through a couple of videos that we've filmed of people doing these techniques, and then we'll have a bit more chat about it. Okay.
Okay, so this is a runner displaying some decreased leg stiffness in their gait cycle. So what we can see, the main reasons that this leads to knee pain is that massive knee bend while they're running. Okay, so let's see if we can grab a frame of it, just there. So what we can see is that massive angle at the knee there. So what we want is, usually during gait, is to be quite upright. If you've ever done a squat, and you can imagine it's a lot harder at the bottom of a squat than at the top of a squat, and that's why with this increased angle during running, you get a lot of knee pain just due to the increased load. Things you can do to prevent this from happening is by strengthening the calves and also the quads. Okay, and when you're running, try to stay up a little bit taller and activating those muscles. So now we're going to the next video. Okay, so our last video is a runner that displays primarily a really bouncy running technique. Okay, so you can see a little bit of overstriding as well, but mainly they're just displaying that increased vertical oscillation. Okay, so really bouncy. The main things to note here is how high they're getting when their legs are swinging through, and they're spending a lot of time with both legs off the ground. This is placing a lot of force coming up and down and not so much going forwards. Okay, so firstly it's going to be quite inefficient with your running, but also it's going to put a lot of load on those knees on each step. Okay, another thing to note is how much time this runner spends on their toes, and that can also lead to a lot of calf problems. Your Achilles issues as well as the knee problems. One thing we try and get these runners to do is try and stay a little bit more level, obviously, and have a bit more of an extension through the hips. Okay, if you look at the hips of this runner, not too much is coming back. Most of the hip movements coming forward. So we want the butt muscles to do a little bit more work, pushing them backwards to get that momentum forwards rather than up. Okay. So they're all the videos that we're going to go through today, and they're the main issues that we see with technique with runners with knee pain. So if you do have any questions, definitely get into the comments and we'll get back to you. Okay, it's great to have a chat to you today. Okay, so this is our second runner. So we can see the way this runner is running on the treadmill is having that big overstriding pattern. Okay, so we can see the heel is landing well out in front of the body here and quite a long step length. Okay, so what that does is just increase the force coming back up the leg, and if you could listen to this runner running, you'd probably be able to hear quite a lot of scuffing on the treadmill. Okay, we can also see they've got a bit of increased vertical oscillation, so that also increases the force coming through the leg and can really increase the loading on the knee joints, which leads to a lot of different injuries. The best way to address overstriding is just take a lot more shorter steps. Okay, so if you are able to measure your cadence, the usual guide is what we get people to do is increase anywhere between 5 and 10%. Okay, they say the optimum is 180. However, most non-professional runners would be a fair bit lower than that. Okay, so we're going to go on to our next video now.